Alright, so let's start off with doing some basic arithmetic operations in MATLAB. So firstly, let's start by declaring some variables. As I had said, that MATLAB is a very easy software. So let's see that how it actually works. So here I am right now in the command window, and before I proceed, let me just increase the size of the fonts so that you may have no trouble in seeing what I am writing. So let's increase the size of the command window, editor window, to 18. Okay, all right. So let's first declare our variables. For example, I say a equals to 5. So a equals to 5. And I press enter, and as you see that the a is declared as the value 5. Now a is also saved in the workspace as we discussed earlier, where the variables are saved. So in workspace you have a one variable a with the value 5. Now let's create another variable b equals to 4. Press enter and we get this b value over here as well. Notice if I type it again, b equals to 4, and place a semicolon in the end and press enter, you won't get this sort of an output of the variable declaration as you've seen earlier. But we still get the same value over here. So if I say b equals to 3 and I insert a semicolon and press enter, the value actually changes in the workspace, but it does not give us an output. Now, after this, if we want to add two variables, we want to declare a third variable, which is going to be a summation of the previous two declarations. So we say a plus b and press enter. The values which were saved in these workspaces are going to add up and going to result in the resultant values is going to be saved in the third value, in the c value, in the c variable. So that's how you declare the variables. And so I have performed the sum operation. Let me perform the difference operation. So I say, let's start with declaring a sum variable, which will be equal to a, which says sum equals to a plus b. We have the sum as 8. Then I write diff, which will be equal to a minus b, right? So a was 5 and b was 3, so the difference is 2. Then I want to do the product of these two variables. So a asterisk b, I get a product. Then I want to divide both of these values. So I write a slash b, right? Now on the left hand side of this variable, this is just a declared name. I can write anything against it. Then we have exponents. So I write exp equals to a squared, so I get 25. If I want to multiply a and b and then take an exponent, I would do round brackets a asterisk b and take a square. There you have it. So it multiplied both numbers and then squared it. Then I can take a square root as well. So if I have, for example, the value of c is 8 and I want to take a square root of it, this is the value I get. All right. So these are some of the basic arithmetic operations that you can perform in MATLAB. This is just to get you started off, to get you, it's like an icebreaker. So now if I want to clear off the command window, I'll write CLC, press enter. And I also want to clear all of these variables in the workspace. So I'll type clear all. So this finishes up the basic arithmetic lesson. In the next lesson, we're going to see the concept of precedence in MATLAB. And we're also going to try to solve this very interesting question, that if you solve this equation, what is the answer going to be, 1 or 9?